expert woodsman who can cut down a tree more easily than most people can chop one up. When it really comes to tackling large lumps, you can't beat the men of the forestry companies.
An axeman's gathering.
This is Thomas losing the most that gets it.
Our 2021 STIHL TIMBERSPORTS Canadian Championship here in Thames Centre, Ontario is brought to you by Blackbridge Harley-Davidson. Time to ride. Huron Tractor. We're really big on service. And STIHL Monomix Fuel, the official pre-mixed fuel of STIHL TIMBERSPORTS, found only at your STIHL dealer.
The STIHL TIMBERSPORTS individual competition. In the first round, all athletes compete in 3 disciplines: the underhand chop, the stock saw, and the standing block chop. The times achieved will be converted into points upon completion of each discipline. In round 1, a difference of 1 point applies in each discipline, thus the fastest athlete received 12 points and the slowest only 1 point. Any rule infraction will result in a disqualification and the athlete will receive 0 points for that discipline. At the end of the first round, the athletes with the lowest scores are eliminated. Only 8 athletes make it to the second round. In this second round, the remaining athletes compete in the single buck and the springboard for increased scores. With 2 points difference between placings, the fastest athlete now receives 16 points and the slowest receives 2. The 2 athletes with the lowest total points are eliminated at the end of round 2. Only the top 6 reach the third round. In the third round, anything is still possible in the hot saw, as an increased score interval of 3 points applies in this final round. The fastest athlete can score up to 18 points at the hot saw, the slowest only 3 points. The athlete who manages to achieve the highest total score across all 3 rounds is the new champion.
And it looks like we have our overall standings so far in round 2.
Yeah, so far right now, 8th place, Garnick Peters, rounded out with 22 points.
Next we have Berlin Nickerson with the overall score of 24 points.
Jeff Larkin, 24 points as well. Those guys are on the bubble.
In 5th position, we have with 25 points, Trevor Schofield.
Nick Russell, top 4, 31 points.
And our top 3 so far after our first discipline in round 2, it's Nick Hall in 3rd with 36 points.
Marcel Dupuis tied for 1st. He's dropped down a spot in some ways, tied for 1st overall with 48 points after springboard cut.
And last but certainly not least, in 1st with 48 points, it's Mitch Hewitt.
Single buck. The single buck is a one-man saw about 2 meters long. With this, the athletes have to cut off a complete disc of a 46-centimeter thick wooden block. The perfect interplay between rhythm and strength is the key to success.
All right, folks, it's time. Ready for Heat 1 of the single buck. It's on stand number 1, Garnet Peters.
And on stand 2, taking him on, Berlin Nickerson.
Now, single buck isn't Berlin's favorite event, but he continues to get better and better each year at this series. He's invested in new saws, and in this event, the saw really can make the competitor.
The 2-meter-long cross-cut saw used for the single buck discipline is made especially for competition. A series of consistently patterned 10-centimeter-long teeth are cut with a laser on one side of the saw and then hand-sharpened. Saw teeth are divided into 2 types, cutters and rakers, just like on the old-school saws. The saw weighs about 5 kilos and its base price starts at around €1,500.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There you have it, folks. Our first heat of the single buck. Garnet Peters really right away found his rhythm, but Berlin Nickerson is just reading that block of wood about midway through. A little bit of a hang-up from Berlin, finding his footing. He's finding his rhythm at the end, and he's done, but Garnet Peters right behind. Nice. Unofficial time for Berlin Nickerson, 18.81. Garnet Peters with an unofficial time of 22.41.
We have 2 good cuts.
Fantastic news from Steel Timber Sports judge Jonathan Russell. 2 good cuts for both Garnet and Berlin. All right, looks like the stage is ready for our next heat. Coming up on stand number 1, it's Jeff Larkin. And on stand number 2, it's Trevor Schofield.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And we're off at heat number 2. Jeff Larkin, this is why he's the master of the single buck, looking good about halfway through. He's not wasting any time, but Trevor Schofield really needing to have, putting that pressure on the saw, using full length of it, about a quarter away still to go, but Jeff Larkin with the unofficial time of 12.14, 26 seconds, coming close. Trevor's done.
We have 2 good cuts.
There you have it, folks. We definitely said Jeff wanted it bad, and he did. Okay, folks, we're ready for our next heat of the single buck. On stand number 1, it's Nick Russell.
And on stand 2, taking him on, Nick Hall.
It is Nick versus Nick on heat 3.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Very strong start for Nick Hall, stand number 2. Nick Russell, after a couple hang-ups, he's finding his rhythm. They're using a big full body event, the single buck. Nick Hall, a little bit caught up. He's got to finish this off, but Nick Russell right behind. Excellent time for both of our competitors.
We have 2 good cuts.
There you go, 2 good cuts. No doubt about it, folks. Both Nick Russell and Nick Hall. I think Nick walked away with that one. All right, we're ready for our final heat of the single buck. On stand number 1, the beast from the east, Marcel Dupuis.
And up with Marcel, stand 2, Mitch Hewitt.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Strong start for both Mitch and Marcel. It is neck and neck. It is going to be a tie race, but Marcel Dupuis really bringing the heat in that midsection. He's not wasting time. He's done. Bit of a catch. Bit caught up for Mitch Hewitt. He's on stand number 2, still working away. He's got it. Couple more strokes, and he's done.
We have 2 good cuts.
There you have it, folks. That's the last heat of the single buck.
All right, folks, standings after the single buck discipline. 8th place, Trevor Schofield. He takes home 2 points in that. Garnet Peters right behind him. Mitch Hewitt in 6th place, getting 6 points. Nick Russell makes it through. Berlin Nickerson with 10 points. Nick Hall with 12 points. Jeff Larkin, 2nd place with 14 points. And Marcel Dupuis pulls out another win. Takes first in the single buck.
Hot saw. For the hot saw, power saws are called into action and the athletes have a space of 15 centimeters to cut 3 complete discs of a 46 centimeter thick wooden block. Jumping the start or cutting over the line will result in a disqualification. These custom, handmade race-tuned machines are built for maximum power and precision and to cut the wood as fast as possible in a competition. They are built with a 60 to 80 horsepower single-cylinder two-stroke engine, often taken from a snowmobile or high-powered motorbike. The hot saw can weigh up to 30 kilograms and its chain rotates at over 250 kilometers an hour. The cost of a competition hot saw used in STIHL Timbersports is upward of €6,000.
All right, we're ready for our first heat of the hot saw. Coming out from Pubnico, Nova Scotia, it's Berlin Nickerson.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
We have a DQ for incomplete cut.
Coming up, it's Jeff Larkin.
Three, 2, 1, go!
We have a DQ for an incomplete cookie.
All right, we are ready for our third heat of the hot saw. It is Nick Russell.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Looks like he has to reset. Still time. There's still time for Nick Russell to get his cuts done. Cable came out, not a started saw, but here he's gonna pull again. Let's hope for the best. Come on, Nick Russell, you can do it. Unfortunate, he's gotta reset that chain or that pulley still again, making sure all the bits are exactly where they need to be. 30 seconds on the clock. He knows the clock is ticking. He's gonna start pulling, making sure everything's ready. One more pull, he can do it. There we go.
We have a DQ for cut over the line.
Oh, bad luck for Nick Russell. All right, we are ready for Nick Hall to come out. Let's give a big hand from Squamish, British Columbia, Nick Hall.
There's a focus and determination coming up on the stage.
You got it.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Nick Hall having to reset his pull. Not enough fire in that first one. Don't worry, the clock is going, but he's got time. We have 3 DQs so far. He's just got to start it up again. Looks like he's about ready. Almost there. Second pull done. Nick Hall keeping calm under the pressure. 30 seconds. He's got plenty of time to still make his pull and make his cuts. There you go.
Okay, we have a good cut.
There we go. First good cut. All right, we are ready for our second to last heat. Coming out on the stage, it's Mitch Hewitt.
Athlete ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
We have a good cut.
There you have it, folks. Mitch Hewitt coming back with the hot saw. Unofficial time of 10.05 seconds.
All right, folks, here with Mitch Hewitt. It's raining sawdust, possibly confetti here in a few minutes after that. Great cut. Put yourself in a great position to maybe take home your 6th championship. You got to be happy with that cut.
Yeah, reasonably happy. It took a while to clear the fuel in the carby there on the first cut, but once it did, it cut really nice, and it's kind of where all I could do. It's guaranteed my second and put the pressure on Marcel a bit, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's exactly the position you want to be in. Push him, force him to have to make a fast cut rather than an easy cut. I think that's great, and overall, you've got to be happy with your performance this weekend. Guaranteed 1st or 2nd place overall.
Yeah, it was a great fun, and I'd like to thank STIHL for putting this on. It was great after 2 years off, and really added some enthusiasm to my life again.
Yeah, well, that's good. An enthusiastic man here, Mitch Hewitt. Yep. Let's have a big hand for him. He's guaranteed a spot on the podium and a great job at the 2021 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Championships.
We are ready for our final heat of the STIHL Timbersports Hot Saw. Coming up on the stage, it is Marcel Dupuis.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Holy smokes, Marcel Dupuis!
We have a good cut.
A very good cut for Marcel Dupuis, soon to be your 2021 Canadian champion with an unbelievable unofficial time of 5.89 seconds.
I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the 2-time Canadian champion, Marcel Dupuis. Held nothing back in the hot saw. You got it done. How are you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, there's only one way to really cut with the hot saw, and is to go for it. And yeah, super happy, super thrilled. I'd like to thank everybody that helped me. Thank STIHL Timbersport for having the competition again, and hello to my little son Philip, and yeah.
I could tell. I can see the emotion on this guy. This is a big win. He's won it before in 2015. The 2nd time he's done it again, and now you're going to go represent Canada as the best in Canada at the World Championships. How does that feel?
Feels great.
Feels great, man.
Ready for redemption.
Yes, you got Carol and Philip watching at home. Anything you want to say to your young fella?
Be in bed, be a good boy tonight now.
There we go. Marcel Dupuis, the best timber sports athlete in Canada right now, and he's going to go to the World Championships in Munich. Congratulations, Marcel. Really happy for you.
Thank you very much.
The overall points, we're bringing them up right now. In 6th place is Burling Nickerson with 34 points. 5th, Jeff Larkin with 38. 4th, Nick Russell with 39 points. And then your top 3, Nick Hall with 60 points. In your 2nd place position, it's Mitch Hewitt with 69 points. And of course, our 2021 Canadian champion, Marcel Dupuis with 82 steel points. What a day.
What an unreal run by Marcel, top to bottom. 5 of the 6 disciplines he wins. He came in as a man on fire, and you could see the emotion in Marcel. This means so much to win this again, to climb that mountain. You take it the first time. He said it himself. You know, you win it once and people might doubt you. They might say, oh, maybe he had a good day that one year, whatever. But Marcel is in no question today the best timber sports athlete in the nation. He's the best.
First first time on the podium in third place, it's Nick Hall.
Big hand for Nick. How about that? Huge finish, great weekend. Amazing job, Nick. In second place, the man from Scotch Creek, British Columbia. Please welcome Mitch Hewitt.
And coming out, your 2021 Steel Timber Sports Canadian champion, Marcel Dupuis.
Great job by Marcel. Great job by all our athletes. Class act right there.
Here we go, folks. The moment you've all been waiting for. Third place is being presented by Dave Warren, the president of Steel Limited. And third place this year, your 2021 third place, Nick Hall.
Great job by Nick all weekend long. He's got to feel happy about that, Lindsay. And in second place, being presented by the mayor of Thames Center, Allison Warwick, Mitch Hewitt. Mitch with another strong performance, as always, top to bottom.
And finally, presented by Dave Warren, the president of Steel Limited, your 2021 Canadian champion, Marcel Dupuis!
How about that? Congrats to Marcel. What a great job. 2021 Steel Timber Sports Series Canadian champion.
Marcel's been wanting this championship again since 2015. Your 2021 Canadian champion!
Oh, my.
That's a wrap for the 2021 Steel Timber Sports Canadian Championship. We look forward to seeing you all again next year in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. So from Thames Center, Ontario, I'm Lindsay Warnock.
And I'm Ryan McIntyre. Thanks for joining us.